So I got to Chicago about a week ago, been here, been running around, filming a little bit, and also working on my transition over to Southeast Asia, which is going to be my very next trip. And something that has come up a lot in the Tripp advice community that I wanted to share with you today is the idea of confidence, right? And I want to talk today about the 3 biggest male mindsets, confident mindsets, that drive a woman wild. Now they all work together here. They're all very similar, but I've divided them into 3 different sections to be able to explain it to you better. So the first mindset that I want to talk about in terms of confidence and what drives a woman just so wild and attracted to you is the idea of being able to be decisive, making decisions and following through with them. And this comes up a lot in the dating process and in the courting process, right? Decisions start from the very first minute that you want to go up and say hi to a girl, all the way to you asking her out, getting her on a date, making the first move, getting into a relationship, even all the way to asking a girl to marry you, right? These are all decisions that you have to make and follow through. And a lot of guys who are not confident, they take a long time to make decisions. Well, why? Because they're not sure of whether or not it's going to work out. Well, let me say this. It is okay and it's normal to have fear inside of you or have emotions come up when you're trying to make a decision. That's okay and that's normal, but what I want you to do is I want you to be able to take those emotions, step them aside and say, hey, I'm gonna make this decision anyways. And it can be very, very small to very big. Big to being whatever you want to do with your life, all the way to small saying, hey, what am I gonna eat for lunch today? Or where's the place where I'm gonna take this girl? But being decisive is something that a girl is looking for in a man. The second mindset is the idea of self-worth. Self-esteem, self-respect, all synonymous and all the same idea. Whereas you ask yourself the question, are you worthy of happiness? Are you worthy of happiness? And you ask yourself, they say, am I worthy of happiness? Am I worthy of being happy? If that's the case, well then you would be making a lot different decisions. That's right. Every little thing, especially when we're talking about dating and maybe going up to that girl who is extremely attractive that you want to go say hi to. A lot of guys will shy away from it because they have low self-esteem, because they think in a subconscious manner, ooh, that I'm not really worthy of that girl. That girl, I'm not worthy of her. She is out of my league, right? We use this league kind of terminology, right? Putting her on a pedestal, saying that she has more value. And then that just says to yourself, well, I'm not really worthy of having her. I'm not really worthy of happiness. So we need to reframe this, right? We need to reframe this whole idea. So hopefully if you're watching this, and actually I know if you're watching this, that you are worthy of happiness because you're trying to learn something new in terms of growth and in terms of getting what you want, which I'm assuming if you're watching this is an amazing girl. So you are already on the first kind of step there of saying to yourself, I am worthy of something awesome, but really we got to work on that on a deep subconscious level to say, you know what, there's a girl over there I want to talk to. I am worthy of having her because I am worthy of happiness. And this is one chunk and one part of self-esteem. Next is conquering shyness, right? A lot of girls will see a guy who's shy and they won't be attracted to that guy. Of course, there's always exceptions. I could see a girl writing in right now and saying, oh, well, I like really shy guys. But here's the thing, no, you don't, because you probably never met a shy guy. A guy who's shy is someone who's not going to be going up and approaching a girl. So we need to make sure we conquer this shyness. Did you know that when you go up to a girl, that automatically she assumes that you are confident? Did you know that? Even if you're not really great at conversation, even if you stumble through your words, she is still going to think that you're confident and be very attracted to that. Why? Because you even made the grand gesture of going up and saying hello. So this mindset is going to already get her saying, this guy is a possible selection. Okay, you are basically stepping in front of all the other guys who are not going up and saying hello. So that's the third male mindset, is basically being able to conquer shyness. Now, I know that all three of these kind of work together and they're all similar here, right? We're talking about self-esteem, we're talking about beating the shyness, we're talking about being decisive, and we work on these together. Now, this stuff can be a little bit vague, so it's like, okay, how do we start working on this? How do we throw all this together and start to defeat shyness, start to be able to make decisions, start to build your self-esteem? Well, the way that I've been able to teach this is through a method called systematic desensitization. I did not make that up. That's a term that's used in behavioral therapy to get people over their fears and go after what they want. So in you, in this case, it's probably attracting a hot, amazing, intelligent, beautiful girl. Okay, so how do you do that? Systematic desensitization. Let me walk you through it really quickly. Very slowly, you work your way up to being better with women, being better at conversation with women, being better at approaching women, actually being able to go up and approach a woman. And you do it in a systematic way, and you do it in a way that helps you desensitize yourself to the fear and helps you build the skill of approaching and attracting women. How do you do that? Baby steps. Baby steps. A lot of guys think, I just need to go up to a girl and attract her right away. I've been preaching this for a very long time. You don't need to do that. You can actually practice. Yes, you can practice talking to girls, talking to people, talking to anyone, and building that skill. Baby steps, going up and asking for directions, going up to a girl and just saying hello or waving hi or giving her a smile. I know that sounds kind of silly, but these are the ways to desensitize yourself and build that confidence and do confidence so you can be able to get better and be able to create this really confident mindset. But I always like to say that confidence is more of a verb. You do it because confidence equals competence. You become competent in something by doing something over and over again. More on this later. I gotta go past because I'm gonna be heading to Southeast Asia very soon, but I want to get you my free gift if you haven't got it already. It's called Chick Crack, and this is gonna help you with conversation. It's gonna teach you the conversation topics that women love to talk about to make this whole process easy for you. So go in the description below, put your email in and get that. I'll send it right to your email, and then you can learn how to talk to girls, and we can work on this whole confidence thing. All right, see you later.